It's here.
Hello. My name is Matt.
And I'm AK. And here in the Pocket Dimension, we have been playing Daggerheart since the very first open beta dropped. We've been through every version of the playtest, and now we are beyond thrilled to finally have the official release in our hands.
Oop. Yes. We thought we would dive into 6 of our favorite changes, including what has been rebalanced, what has been rewritten, or completely reimagined in the leap from the Daggerheart beta to the shiny new, officially released core rulebook.
Let's just dive on in then. So coming in at number 1, that fear pool got jacked, and the action tracker, it got yeeted. So in the beta, GMs had to juggle this little system called the action tracker. You would drop a token, you would time your enemy activations and moves, and build tension like a polite little spreadsheet. So guess what? The action tracker is gone, banished to the void. And in its place, fear. Big fear. Double the fear! You see, in the beta, the GM could only hold up to 6 fear at once, but in the final version, we can now hoard 12 fear. And that's not just more tokens. It is a full-on mechanical rebalance, and it just, it makes that system run so much smoother.
It does. Mm-hmm. And the generation of that fear is a full-on horror movie. As before, if players roll with fear, the GM gets fear. But now, there are some PC abilities and domain cards that can generate fear for the GM. Instead of using this now banished action tracker. So for example, level 6 Sigil of Retribution allows the PC to mark an adversary within close range, and the GM gets fear. During the downtime also, the GMs gain fear in new ways. Before, it was 1 per short rest and 2 per long, but now it's 1d4 points on a short rest. And during a long rest, it's 1d4 plus the number of PCs in the party. A lot of fear.
We love fear. We love GMing this game. So let us know in the comments if you want a whole ding-dang video about GMing Daggerheart and what questions you may have, because there is so much we want to talk about, and we want to talk about it with you.
We do. Number 2, the Great Armor Overhaul. In the beta, I think that the armor system really worked. But the one problem that it had was that it made you do math during combat, which, let's be honest, is not why AK and I are here. Armor has a stat called armor score. And if you wanted to reduce damage before, you'd have to do this little multiplication dance. The number of slots spent times your armor score equals the damage reduction. Functional, sure. Fast, not so much. But thankfully, armor is now both smarter and simpler.
As we work smarter, not harder, the armor score still technically exists, but now it just tells you how many armor slots you have. So when you take a hit point, you spend 1 slot to reduce the severity of that hit. So severe now becomes major damage becomes minor, and minor becomes no damage, and that's it. No multipliers, no calculator, no, crazy choices. There's even this hard cap of up to 12 armor slots, so the balance for the system stays baked in. Nice. And because you can only use 1 slot per hit, which is also new, no one's cheesing the system to shrug off dragon breath.
Yes.
Unless you're a guardian, and then you probably do have a trick or two up your sleeve.
Yes.
Guardians.
Yes. It feels smooth and strategic, and it frees up your brain for far more important things like those dramatic death saves and my flawless monologues.
Yes. So now that we've talked fear, let's talk hope. Hope features, final form unlocked. In the beta, every class did have a hope feature, but many of them kind of felt like placeholders. Now every hope feature in the core rulebook is not just more cinematic, it's cleaner, better, more balanced, and everything is ready for the spotlight. So let's shine that spotlight, shall we, Matt?
Okay, sure. Let's shine a spotlight. Let's look at some of our favorites. Okay. I'm going to start with Ranger. In the beta, the Ranger's Hope feature gave you just a flat +1 evasion until your next short rest. Nice buff, but a little bit mid. In the core rulebook now, it is called Hold Them Off.
Okay.
The ranger spends 3 hope when you land a weapon attack. And then you get to use that same roll to hit 2 more enemies within range.
That's
which
fun.
is way more tactical and exciting. And it's going to be amazing in a crowded fight.
Up next, we'll talk about the wizard. Their upgrade is another one that we love. So in the beta, the wizard could spend 3 hope instead of marking their last hit point. Survival move, okay, but kind of like the Rangers, pretty mid. And for me, it felt very insistent on pushing that well-worn narrative of the very squishy wizard forward. So now the wizard's hope feature is called Not This Time, and it is reactive heroism. You spend 3 hope to force an enemy anywhere within far range to re-roll an attack or a damage roll. The choice is yours. It is the ultimate counterspell glow up, I think.
Yes, it is. It is. Next up is the bard.
Yep.
In the before times, if your bard failed a presence roll or rolled with fear, they could just cancel the effects of that fail for themselves or an ally.
Okay.
Now you get to make a scene. That's actually the name. Make a scene. And the vibe. You spend 3 hope to distract a target within close range, and that drops the difficulty by 2, which is a huge swing in your party's favor. Because you're not just helping, you're also reshaping the battlefield.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
All of the hope features got upgraded. We're only going to cover 4, but go check them all out. The last one we're going to talk about here, though, is the rogue. So in beta, their hope feature was something that we all know and love from this class, a plus 3d6 sneak attack damage until your next short rest. Big burst, big bragging rights. But now we've traded that raw output for slick survivability, and it's called the Rogue's Dodge. So you spend 3 hope to gain a plus 2 to your evasion until something finally does hit you or you take a nap. Cue Elton John's I'm Still Standing. There it is. So the twist is that sneak attack now scales with level based on tier system. So your damage is still going to go up. You're just not blowing it all at once. But Matt, I'm genuinely curious what people are going to think about this one. Is it an upgrade or a downgrade? Or is it just the rogue finally leaning into the art of not dying? So let us hear from you in the comments. If you're team evasion or team sneak attack for the rogue's hope feature.
Yeah.
Hope
and
feature.
because every hope feature now follows the same model, which is 1 per class, 3 hope, super high impact.
Yep.
It's going to be easier to teach. It's going to be more balanced to build around. And it's going to be packed with those little hero cinematic rock and roll moments that we all live for.
These are not just mechanics. They are full-on highlight reels. It's your moment to be the main character. So go out and grab that spotlight, everyone.
I will do it. Where's my light? Go into the light, Carol Ann. Number 4, campaign frames got serious.
They did.
They went from coming soon to here they are, campaign frames. So the core rule book gives you 6 fully built campaign frames. I think before they felt like inspiration bullets, and now they are full-on campaign settings.
Yeah.
With themes and factions and setting specific prompts and maps and story hooks and PC background tie-ins and tone just a whole bunch of stuff. And they cover a huge range of genres and styles, which we would like to kind of run down for you.
I mean, I am rapt reading about this. So first, let's talk about the Witherwild. So in this one, you've got magical environmental horror meeting political resistance. It's inspired by the Dark Crystal and the Legend of Zelda. There's this cursed bloom spreading through the forest after an invading empire tried to colonize it. And now the world is grieving and fighting back.
I love that. 5 Banners Burning is your political drama, war intrigue, where the fragile peace between 5 nations is on the edge of collapse. Think Game of Thrones meets Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Heck yeah. The next one is one that you may have heard of. Debuted a little bit last year, Beast Feast. Absurd culinary dungeon crawl style. The monsters you fight become the meals you eat, and the barrier protecting your village is failing. So it's up to you, our local heroes, to descend, deal with these baddies, and cook up something special. Touchstones for this one include Delicious in Dungeon, Monster Hunter, and One Piece.
Up next, in the Age of Umbra, the sun has vanished. The void is creeping in, and your only way forward is through dreams, shadows, and strange magic. This is going to be your cosmic horror, your tragic, your unsettling setting.
You'll love it.
Unsettling setting.
Moving on. I swear, all of these were custom written for you, Matt, but especially Age of Umbra and this next one,
I'm
Motherboard.
psyched about this one.
Post-apocalyptic fantasy, okay, already in, where magic has been replaced by ancient technology, aka technology from 2025. Let's not think about it. And that tech just got a virus. So the machine beasts that were once built to help people are turning violent. And it's up to you to venture into the waste and restore balance. For this one, just think Final Fantasy meets Mad Max Fury Road. Yeah.
You had me at waste.
Yes. I think I had you at Motherboard.
The last one, all jokes aside, the last one is called Colossus of the Drylands, which is a dusty heist fantasy. This one is actually... I'm actually psyched about this one because it is so weird. Dusty heist fantasy meets kaiju survival horror.
So good.
In this one, the land is cracking open, and giant beasts are rising. Gojira, you're here to stop them, or profit off of them, or die trying. They want you to think Shadow of Colossus plus Deadlands with a little taste of Red Dead Redemption.
Heck yeah. So,
Arthur.
Again, here at launch, all of these are fully playable out of the book. And they have enough material to launch a one-shot, a full arc, or if your home game is anything like ours, a years-long campaign.
I love it. I love it. Moving into number 5. Ding! Enter the Void. It hungers for feedback. This was a big surprise for a lot of people. The last two were actually a really big surprise to me personally, coming out on day one. They've come out with a website called The Void, where all of the community testing that they had during the beta will continue. The Void is going to be an open portal where you can submit feedback, report any bugs, you can flag anything confusing on any one of the cards, and you can send the devs your most unhinged character builds. This is how not only Daggerheart is going to kind of set itself from the pack, but it's how it plans to stay community shaped by listening to the people actually playing the game. It's a novel idea.
That's us. And this isn't just a suggestion box. At launch, The Void already has playtest versions of a warlock and a fighter class, each with 2 subclasses and an entirely new domain. The Dread Domain, which is as dark and spooky and sexy as it sounds. The content, like Matt said, fully playable right meow, part of this living ecosystem where they want us to test, break things, and refine all of this together.
Yeah. It is live, and it is open now at daggerheart.com/The Void. I went there. It is really, really cool.
It really is.
I'm excited about it.
And finally, also announced on release day, not quite ready, but that's okay because it's close. It's soon. Number 6, the homebrew tool we've been waiting for is almost here. So if you ever looked at one of these, say, domain cards and thought, I could make one of these, but cursed, your time has come. Starting June 6th, Darrington Press is launching the Daggerheart Custom Card Creator. Yes. Powered by Pixel Table, our soon-to-be new BFF. So if you want to design a domain based entirely on bees, do it.
Oh, the bees, the bees.
If you need an ancestry that's part beast, part nightmare, all tentacles, go wild. If you are building a subclass for your haunted librarian with custom art and unresolved trauma, absolutely.
Or if you simply want to change the name of the seraph, they've got your back.
Yes, there it is.
This is really amazing because this is going to be the homebrew home. And it is packed with all kinds of things like creating custom cards right in your browser, adding your own character art even to existing cards. And then you can take these cards that you build and you can save them as high quality images if you play online mostly, or you can even export them 300 DPI print ready files. I can't wait to see what they look like. Take them to Kinko's, go insane.
Can we rebrand Kinko's Kinko's? Your fantasy printing needs come true.
Yes, take them to Kinku. It looks like a very seamless way, dragging and dropping, just kind of like an editor that allows you to build the new ancestries and domains and communities and subclasses. I mean, the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm actually just... I can't believe it exists, because if you've ever gone to D&D Beyond, bless their hearts, I love them. But if you've ever gone and tried to create something homebrewed, I love that it's supported, but it is a nightmare. And this isn't just fan service. This is going to be like a part of the game's DNA from the very beginning.
Every aspect of the cards is customizable. Nothing's locked down. I love that.
Yeah.
As they said on the launch stream, I think it was Elise, Daggerheart isn't just ours, it is also yours. So get hype. The Daggerheart custom card creator launches almost in time for your birthday, Matt. The day after, June 6th.
The day after my birthday. The day I was supposed to be born. Daggerheart did not just ship a rule book this time. It dropped a full-blown ecosystem, which includes rebalanced mechanics, campaign frames, a feedback portal called The Void, and soon a card builder that's going to unleash absolute chaos. The beta was big, and it was really, really tight. But the official release is going to be where we really start this adventure. I'm psyched.
As we wrap things up, we'd love to keep chatting all things Daggerheart with you. Smash the like button on the video. And if you haven't left us a comment yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and drop what you think is going to be your first official character build. And, of course, if you have questions about Daggerheart, hit us up with those in the comments as well. We read all of them. We love to respond.
We do?
We're so excited. So, yeah. Until the next video, there will be more.
Bless your Daggerheart.